Hey kids! How's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? Hope everybody is live and well on December 13th. Wow. 12/13. 12/13/18. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm always mind-boggled when I think about how quickly this whole year has been going by. It's just flying by. So, hey Martin, hey Peaceful Don, what's going on, man? Glad to see you guys here. Anyhow, we're ready for another live stream here with me and Lily on the Lily 2. Hey Pilot, what's going on, man? So got some interesting things to talk about, and you know, some not so interesting things to talk about, but you know, just things are things. So it is what it is, kids. It is what it is. Well, my glasses are so dirty I can't hardly see through them. They do get dirty quickly on a sailboat, I have to admit that. I guess the salt spray and all the salt water in the air or whatever seems like it gets my lenses pretty dirty pretty quickly. So, much better. Okay. Hey Marie, how are you this evening? Well, we'll give it a minute, let people show up. Hey Johnny Hag, how are you? Go lay down. We're not doing that tonight. Nope. Nope. No, we're not doing that tonight. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Huh? She just dropped her ball. I think it went in her water dish. Nope, it didn't go in the water dish. It stayed dry. Very good. All right. So anyhow, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of, I guess, I don't know, some kids with Grandpa, playing with the dog, attack of the Lily. Anyhow, Marie says hello, dog. You can say hello back. You can say woof. You can say woof. You can say woof. Woof. Can you woof? Can you woof? Say woof. 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 Come on, say woof. Come on, say woof. No, she's not having it tonight. Okay, so anyhow, kids, this is where we're at. I see somebody just asked about the hat auction, so let me jump right into that. Get back. Get back. Here's the hat. Stop! Not for you. Go down. Here's the hat. I could not find a red marathon hat today. I looked around, I could not find them, but I did find this very cool Florida Keys tropical flowers on the bill white hat. High quality. It has a Velcro in the back, so it's infinitely adjustable. Anyhow, there is the hat we're going to auction because I could not find a red marathon hat. So, in fact, I couldn't find any hat whatsoever that said marathon on it. I went to 2 different stores today. Had to walk quite a ways because you know I don't have a vehicle. So, anyhow, that's the best hat I could find. So it says Florida Keys, brightly colored. It's got a colorful bill. It's a white hat. That's the side. That's the back. And I bought it here at a local kit. They don't need nose prints on it. I got this at a local store here. So there you go. Florida Keys hat. And to spice things up and to make things interesting, I decided to throw a bit of a monkey wrench in here. So hey Coyote, hey Papa Truck, what's up? Hey Rats. Getting my new 65-inch big screen tomorrow. We'll be able to watch the streams on it. Cool. Wow, that's a man. Games of Brigade. Is that a girl's hat? Yeah, Battlefield. It could be a lady's hat. I would have no problem wearing that. It fits me just perfectly. I kind of like it, actually. I would wear this hat. But you know, if you're if you're one of those guys that is overly concerned about that kind of stuff, I guess I could find a different hat for you. But I think it's a nice, good hat for down here in the tropics. It'd be nice and cool. The white color would reflect the sunlight, so it wouldn't be hot inside like my red one gets sometimes. Brightly colored floral patterns, which is very much a marathon Florida thing, you know, with all the flowers and stuff down here. So I thought it was a very nice looking hat. It was the best looking hat that I could see out of all of them that I found. But to add a monkey wrench into the situation, I also decided to include as a separate auction item a t-shirt with a Florida Keys Jolly Roger on the front, and on the back it says, "The drinking will continue until morale improves." Now this particular one is my shirt. It's in 3XL. I can get that shirt in any size you want. So when people are donating and are entering to win, we're going to raffle off both a t-shirt and a hat, one of each. That hat will be this exact hat, unless you think it's too effeminate for you, and then I guess I can try to find you something better. And I'll wear that one, or the shirt, and the shirt can be in whatever size you need it to be in. So, so there you go. We have two items now that we're going to be raffling off as part of the fundraiser. This is going to go on between now and Sunday. It costs $5 to enter. Hit up the PayPal account. That's paypal.me/Carl Brook. Donate $5 into PayPal, be entered to win the t-shirt and or the hat. I'll be auctioning off two different items. Make sure you specify which one you want your $5 to be attributed to. Those people that already donated, message me that you want your money to go towards the t-shirt or towards the hat, whichever way you feel you prefer, and I will adjust those bids appropriately. So we have had quite a few people jump in on that, so I'm happy with the progress that we're making. We have a long way to go till Sunday, and believe me guys, I need to raise a ton of money right now to cover a lot of expenses and stuff. So so yeah, so go ahead and enter to win on that. That'd be great. So yes, Billy always wants to play. So, thinking about auctioning the ball and hopefully never see it again. No, that's a released toy. So, I prefer the beatings will continue until morale improves. Yeah, well, I'm not so much into beating people, so I thought it would be better just to let the drinking continue until it improves. So, Toy Lily Kennel. Aww. Connie's telling you to kennel. Why would you tell her to kennel? She's got no place to kennel in here. Kennel is her instruction for going into her kennel or coming down below. She's already down below. So here I just tell her to go lay down. Go lay down. It's enough. That's enough for right now. So anyhow, we've got two different items. So if you want to jump in on either one of them, it's $5 to enter. Go ahead and hit up the PayPal and tell me whether you want to be in for the hat or the t-shirt, and we'll get you entered for that. So, okay, with that said, that business taken care of. Hello, dog. Pretty good day today. Took Miss Lily for a nice long walk this morning. They were supposed to pump out my head today. They did not do that. I don't know why. I have to stop at the office and find out what's going on and why they didn't pump the head out today. So it needs it. I did get the vent finished today on the head installation. I had to go to Home Depot and get the necessary parts. Don't breathe in my ear, dog. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. I did go to Home Depot and get the remaining parts that I needed. I had to change the design a little bit. Got the vent installed on the head, so that's all done. What else did I do? Had to go and update my software on my iPad. I use my iPad for the control for the drone, and I was all set up to go take the drone out today and film. First thing this morning, the wind, Lily, go lay down. The wind was really laid back, and so I was going to do that first thing this morning, but I couldn't get the program to fire. It needed to be updated, and so I had to go in and update that, get on where I had Wi-Fi and get that updated. Had to do a whole crap load of updates actually on the iPad and the iPhone. Took me over an hour today. Then I went ahead and walked to Home Depot, got the parts I needed to finish the vent repair. Walked from there to one, t-shirt hat place and shopped what they had. Walked to a second one and saw where they had. Could not find a marathon hat. I guess I could take a taxi all the way over to the other side of the island where the marathon lady rolls out of and get another red hat like I got from 2015 if they still have those. I don't know that they do. But I wasn't so inclined to go to that expense. Especially since right now I can't afford the taxi to go someplace to do that, so I decided to not do that. We're kind of tapped out. Buying this hat and this T-shirt pretty much tapped me out, so we'll have to go for that. In any event, so I did that. I then walked over to Walgreens, and I picked up some glucosamine and chondroitin stuff for my knees. So far I took one this morning and one this afternoon. I can't tell you that I'm feeling tremendously better, but I am feeling a little bit better. But we'll see. I imagine it's going to take a week or so of being on that before I'll see much of an improvement. I guess the biggest problem that I run into with my knees is getting in and out of the dinghy. I'm not very agile at that. My balance isn't great, and so that's what we do. So anyhow, okay, okay, we got another. Okay, somebody else just contributed for the shirt. All right, got that. Thank you. So we have, and I think that person is entered both for a shirt and a hat. So. Yep, and entered for both the shirt and the hat. Very cool. So thank you, man. That's very awesome of you. Very good. Very, very good. So, the marathon is a happening place. It is. The shirt matches the hat. No, not really. No, the shirt doesn't match the hat. Not really. Different color. 24-ounce porterhouse on the grill, sauteed mushrooms, baked potato. What size is this? Oh man, that sure sounds like a hell of a deal, man. That sounds like a hell of a deal, Rats. I had corn on the cob. I grilled some corn on the cob today for dinner. Going to share all these trees. No, it's not quite that bad yet. So, hey Andy, how's it going, man? You look like you're built like a ballerina. Wow, you need glasses. Okay, like a lunchador. I have no idea what that is. Looking at glucosamine today, but not sure how good it is. Well, I'll tell you what. I just bought some glucosamine, and it's glucosamine and chondroitin together, and what they call triple strength. Supposed to take 2 of these things a day, one in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. And let me tell you something. These things are horse pills. Okay. Mind you, I have very large hands. I have really big hands. I mean, you know, compared to my glasses, that gives you a pretty good idea. These are big old horse pills. So I take one of those twice a day. I took one this morning. I took one this evening. Do that for a week, and we'll see if it makes a difference. $8.99 for a bottle. Buy 1 bottle, get 1 free at Walgreens. So I ended up with 2 bottles for $8.99. Hopefully it'll make my knees feel better, and I won't mind walking so much. Although I had a big long walk today, all the way down to Walgreens and from there. So Arriba La Raza. Okay, you should try testosterone. Okay. Grilled chili cheese hot dog. Can't wait. All right. What is that supposed to do? Pilot, it's supposed to help my knees, the pain in my knees. It's medication for joint pain. Supposed to help with the strengthening and the stretching and flexibility of my joints. So it's not like a pain medication. It's something to strengthen my joints. So cod liver oil in the mix as well. That's meant to be good for joints. Cod liver oil, huh? Okay, maybe so. We got to get you into some wheels. Yes, we do, Rax. Yes, we do. Although right now, I have big enough worries just paying my MLS bill, the phone bill, and the mooring ball. Those are my 3 big bills I have coming up right now. And at this point, I have 0 money towards them. In fact, I need to go buy fuel tomorrow, and I barely have enough money to put 5 gallons worth of gas in the tank. So for the generator and stuff. Audi A8 is a good real estate car. Yeah, yeah. I've been looking. There's been a couple of decent cars I've seen on the market here in that $900 to $1,500 mark. I saw a couple of vehicles that would have been just awesome for that. But you know, right now I've got other things I have to take care of first. So looking at a job I am looking at all kinds of job opportunities. In fact, I may be starting one here pretty soon. I don't know yet. I may be starting one here pretty soon. So we're waiting to see. All right. So anyhow, so I did all that big long walk, and I went into Publix because I needed to pick up some butter. I was out of butter. And I like to have toast in the morning, and I like my eggs in the morning, and you just can't cook eggs and do toast without some butter on them. So I had to pick up a pound of butter, and while I was in there, I was looking at some stuff, and somebody came up behind me and sort of, you know, rubbed my back really, really nicely, and I turned around to see who it was. And it was a girl I met down on the dock yesterday. Really nice lady. So it just struck me. That's the first time that that a female person has laid a hand on me since my divorce, except for Johanna. Johanna gave me a hug when I was in Ohio, but it was just since Ohio then. It was just really nice, you know, to have somebody come up and be friendly like that, and it just struck me as being really, really nice. It was really pleasant, and made me realize just how pitiful I am. Really, just how pitiful I am, and that, you know, that made that much of a difference to me. But it did, man. It did. It was really cool. So I was glad to see her again and have a little brief conversation with her, and I'm looking forward to you know, trying to follow up on that and see if something's not there. But man, it was made my whole day. It just made my whole day, you know, having somebody just friendly coming up and saying hello like that. So. Oh, invite her to come meet us. No way. No way in hell. So, Carl's Pole. Okay. Watch it, unclear motives. Yeah, that's what you need to testify for. Oh, I see. Okay. Is that what that's for? Put a little lead in my pencil? That was a term my mom always used. It'll put a little lead in your pencil. Yeah. Without human contact and a touch, we would all go crazy. Yeah, Johnny Hag, and you know, seriously, that's the first time that somebody has physically touched me since what? Since April? Since April? 7-8 months. That's the first time someone's come up and touched me, and it kind of surprised me, but in a really, really pleasant way. So. I know that may sound pretty pitiful and pretty weird, but I guess if you've never been in that situation, then I don't know. Hi, my dad wanted to talk, so yeah. Okay, Kristen, I'm not sure what that's all about, but okay. Huh. Anyhow, so that happened. And then I did something really interesting today. You know, I have my fishing license. I have a saltwater fishing license here. Yep, Andy, everyone needs a little human contact. And I have not had any in a long, long time. So it was really nice to have somebody that, you know, felt free and comfortable enough and was nice enough just to come up and, I mean, it was just a brief thing. I mean, she just came up and you know, rubbed my back and, hello, Carl, how you doing? And I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? And it was just really nice. Anyhow, so I have my fishing license, and on my boat, when I was up in Alaska, I bought these collapsible shrimp traps. They are made out of cable and netting, and they kind of fold up into a small deal. And he is bored and he likes fishing. It's pronounced Kirsten. Okay, Kirsten. All right, good to know. Kirsten. Okay. Anyhow, so what I did today is I dug out my shrimp trap. I got down in the hole. It was all the way buried down in the bilge at the bottom of the harbor, starboard side settee. Anyhow, we dove down in there, pulled it out, opened it up, got it all unfurled, found a small fender that I had bought with the purposes of using it as a fender to attach onto my anchor for pulling my anchor backwards. And anyhow, I hooked that up on some line. So I called, I looked up the regulations online. I got online, I checked the fishing regulations for shrimp. Make sure they are in season, and they are. And as a resident, I can use a trap. And so it's legal for me to trap shrimp. It's not necessary that I have a buoy on it, but it is necessary that my name and address are on the trap. Well, the trap design that I have doesn't really have any way of putting a name and address on it. I guess I could have manufactured some sort of device that I could attach to the trap that would do that. So what I did is I just wrote my name and address and stuff on the float, which is attached to the trap. So my name and address is attached to the trap by the letter of by the letter of the law. It meets that criteria. And I baited it with some dog food, and because I did buy a bag of dog food for Lily today. And I took a little bit of it to bait the trap, and I set a shrimp trap out. So tomorrow I will see if my shrimp trap does any good. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to for two reasons. One, I think the shrimp trap that I have is for Alaskan shrimp, which tend to be pretty good size, and the shrimp here tend to be a little bit smaller. So I don't know how successful it's going to be at catching shrimp, because I think it might be too big of a net pattern. And the other thing is, I think where I set it on the edge of an area where there was some grass, but it's more of a sandy area, and I don't think I have it in a good spot. But I'm trying that because I don't know that it's not a good spot. I don't know. I don't have any experience shrimping here in Florida. So trial and error, I'm just going to keep moving it around and trying different spots until I can catch a shrimp, or after a week or so of moving it around, if I don't catch anything, then I'll give up on it. But I thought, what the hell, I have a shrimp trap, I might as well try to catch some shrimp. That way I've got bait so I can go out and do some fishing. So today the shrimp trap got set. Now I did film it. I filmed it with my, where is it? I filmed it with the session camera, and so I'm hoping that that works fairly well. We will see. We will see. So, all right. So what all did we miss in here? What depth is it at? It's fairly shallow. It's in about 5 feet of water, which is about where the shrimp are here in Florida, as I understand it. So, trap them, let's eat them, and use as bait. Absolutely, that's the way I look at it. The daily limit on shrimp, by the way, guys, with the heads on, is a 5-gallon bucket. I'm allowed to keep a 5-gallon bucket of shrimp a day here. So they are plentiful and not in any way something that that we have to be concerned about. So anyhow, okay. Hey Roman, bait, yep, okay. My dad was out fishing today and he caught 2 adult snapping turtles and 1 baby snapping turtle. Okay. Huh. Okay. Probably catch some tropical looking fish. I might, Bubba, but I don't know. This trap is designed to catch shrimp, not fish. It has too small of an opening for fish to get in there, so. 6-7, use a can of tuna for bait. Yeah, I heard about some people suggested doing that, putting a can of tuna fish or a can of canned cat food is also a possibility. But it was after I came back from Publix that I got the idea, and so I'm using dog food. Now I may try changing that bait over to something more productive the next time I go provisioning, but for now it's going to have to be dog food. I'm not going to go all the way back over there for a can of tuna fish. So that is what we thought. Okay, does anyone actually monitor how much people catch? Yes, the Fish Wildlife Conservation people do, absolutely. In fact, I called them after checking the regulations. I called them just to double check the regulations. They were a little taken aback that I called them, actually. They were a little confused. They're like, well, did you check the regulations? I'm like, yes, I did. I just wanted to verify. This is exactly where I want to put the trap. I want to make sure it's okay to put the trap in that location. And they went over it and put me on hold for a long time and checked it out. And the girl came back and said, yeah, that should be fine. So there you go. So maybe you could use a pair of woman's nylons to cover trap. Would be a similar netting. Yeah, that's actually, Seamus, not a bad idea. I was thinking about other kinds of netting material like that that I could use that would really close it up more. So I thought about something like nylons. That might be a good alternative. So dog food works, okay. Snapping turtle makes good soup. That's what I understood, although I've never had it. Would a slow dissolving bait work better? Probably. Probably. I rather imagine the dog food. Well, the dog food, when it gets wet, it swells up. I'm sure it's going to make a bit of a ooey gooey mess in there, actually. The trap actually has this little can that is made out of metal and plastic that the bait goes down inside. It actually has a screw top lid and it hooks to the top of the trap. Quite a nice little setup, actually. But I imagine that's going to get kind of nasty and gooey with the dog food in there. So that's all right. Plenty of water to wash it out with, so I don't expect it to be too much of a problem. But I did film that, and tomorrow I will film me retrieving the net and see the trap and see how it does. I'm going to retrieve it, see if it caught anything, see the bait situation in it, and then relocate it to another spot and see if I do any better in another spot. So, okay. Any word on the drone video? Weather window's been good. Yeah, Rats, you must have missed that earlier this morning. We had, it's been blowing pretty good this afternoon, but this morning it was calm. I went to grab the drone. I had it out assembled. Actually, I had it up on the roof, and my software and my iPad wouldn't work. It needed to be updated. So I did go in. I did update it today. Tomorrow, supposed to have high wind again tomorrow, but probably not that windy first thing in the morning. So maybe I'll fly the drone in the morning then, if the wind's laid back, and then go from there. So, you're looking at the time. I'm sorry to hear that, Kirsten. You will pull the trap out, and Lily will be inside eating dog food. Yeah, probably not. Hey, Patriot Canadian, how you doing? Does your wife have any silk shirts? I don't have a wife, so I have no idea. I have no idea. So anyhow, guys, going back to the auction, we're doing a little fundraiser right now. We're raffling off a hat and a t-shirt. A hat and a t-shirt, 2 different items. $5 to enter. Hit my PayPal up. There's a link in the description down below. or maybe one of my moderators will post a link in here in the chat. Here is the hat that we're going to do. It's a Florida Keys hat in white with a very bright, colorful bill. High quality hat. Velcro adjustment on the back, says Florida in the back. Really good quality hat, ideal for warm weather and down here in the Florida Keys. So I think you guys will kind of like that. I could not find a marathon hat anywhere. And then we have a t-shirt. The t-shirt's got the pirate, the Florida Keys pirate up on the front corner. And on the back, it says, the drinking will continue until morale improves, with a Jolly Roger on it. And this t-shirt can be had in any size you want. That's actually my t-shirt. I'm going to keep that one for myself. But I will get one like that, any size somebody wants for that t-shirt, coming here from Marathon, Florida. So 2 items. The entry is $5. Make sure when you put your entry in, you say whether you want it to go towards the t-shirt or the hat. And for those of you that already donated toward the hat, if you want to redirect that money towards the t-shirt, send me a message and let me know. But either way, hit up the PayPal, jump in that. We're going to be fundraising. Everyone's name's going to get entered into a drawing, and we'll be drawing that number on Sunday during the live stream. We will draw that number live during the live stream on this coming Sunday. So during the evening 7 o'clock live stream. So can I be a moderator? No. Carl, my sister lives in Canada and has a PayPal account. If you can give me your PayPal, I will have her send you money for hat draw. When she sends you money, I will tell you her name. Yeah, Seamus, just go ahead and just put it to the PayPal. Right there, Wood Beast has put it up twice. There's the link for the PayPal. It's paypal.me/Carl Brook. Have her go ahead and do that, and then you can tell me what her name was. But so far, everybody that jumped in there, I understand and I know them. So I can tell you she hasn't done that yet. But just go ahead and do that. That'd be fine. So anyhow, so that's what's going on. We have a drone video in the works. We have a shrimping video in the works. And we have a catch, clean, and cook video in the works as well. In fact, I was almost going to go fishing this evening, but the wind kind of blew up pretty good this afternoon, so I didn't go this evening. We've not had, I don't know if you guys use these apps for trying to pick out when is a good time or a bad time to go fishing, but I use an app that shows a graph kind of like that, and I don't know if you can see the calendar on there. There you go. So when it has a full blue line like 7 did, that was a good time to go fishing. You see here the last couple of days, it hasn't been so good. The high marks are good times to fish, and the low marks are bad times to fish. So during the day today has not been a great time to go fishing. Right at just before sunset wasn't too bad. Tomorrow it's going to be the same thing, so maybe I'll get out and go fishing tomorrow evening. Should have a pretty good time of fishing for about an hour or so. So I may go over and pick up some bait if my trap hasn't caught any, and go fishing tomorrow afternoon, and I will videotape some of that. In fact, I may live stream right from where I'm fishing and have you guys participate and watch some of that right from there. So we'll see. So lots of videos in the works, lots of good stuff coming out. Okay, on the real estate front, things are getting interesting. Been having very good response to the marketing and stuff that I've been doing. Been doing my marketing and getting my stuff out. Been getting a very positive response from that. Was on the phone with a fella today that looks pretty interesting, looks pretty good. You know, it's going to be a timing thing, and frankly, guys, my timing sucks. To having started my real estate business this time of year, typically people stop wanting to sell homes around the holidays. People don't want people trudging in and out of their house during the Christmas holiday. A lot of people take their properties off the market during the holidays. just because they don't want, they can't keep their house in, you know, ready to show while they're decorating trees and having guests over and yada yada yada, you know, celebrating the holidays. So typically December is one of the slowest months of the year, especially the latter half of the month. But it's a good time for me to get stuff organized for things kicking into high gear in January. So my marketing's working. I am not even guardedly optimistic. I'm wholly optimistic. Pretty jazzed about what's going on and what direction that's going to be going. Been doing some organizing stuff with social media in that regards. That stuff will be coming together here pretty quickly and be coming out. And so I'm kind of excited about it. I really am. It's sort of funny, you know, I kind of laugh at myself a little bit now. I mean, I'm really in a bind financially at the moment. And it's just peanuts. I mean, really it is, you know, 300 bucks here, 400 bucks here, 600 bucks here. What? I mean, you know, paying some of these fees, like, you know, $325 for the mooring ball for another month is just, in the overall scheme of things, for my what my normal income is when I'm working, it's nothing. It's insignificant. But right now, it's a huge mountain to get over, and a very difficult mountain for me to get over. So I don't know. But I kind of laugh at myself for having gotten myself into this situation of where I'm at now. But we're working towards it. You know, we've been working towards this goal for a long time, and we're on the 10-yard line now and looking at the goal post, and we're getting really close. And so I'm optimistic that we're going to be crossing the line here and being able to get in there and get some stuff done here. So I'm kind of excited about that. So okay, so I did receive another donation. Somebody said for a t-shirt. And all I will say is the person is in California. So if that helps people identify who that is, there you go. So it's in Canada. Sorry, that could be... No, CA. That's California address, not a Canada address. So... okay, got it. Okay, more fishing. Yep, more fishing. I was a 1% back in the day. Do you know what a moral tent is? A moral tent? No, I can't say I have not heard that term before. Go when the water's really moving. Okay. If there's any bait shops nearby, try bait balls. Okay. Hey Jeffrey, how you doing, man? Hey Hank, my sister's a realtor. She sells commercial buildings in Toronto. Oh, okay, cool. There is 2 of them. Well, the 10-yard line that I'm trying to get across, Bubba. The one at the end of the field, not the one at the beginning of the field. So, have you thought of any mako fishing? No, I'm not in a position to go out and do fishing for makos, and nor would I want to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of catching shark. I used to do that when I was younger, man. When I was growing up in New York on Long Island, we used to go out and catch shark all the time. Used to carry a 12-gauge shotgun with us. Used to pull sharks up and shoot them and just kill them and throw them back, just because that's what you did back then. Man, if I knew then what I know now, if I didn't have my head so solidly up my butt when I was younger, I wouldn't have done that then. But you know, we live and we learn if we're smart. If we're smart, we're paying attention. We live and we learn. So, Patriot. Okay, are sharks not protected there? Some sharks are. Some sharks are not. There are some shark species that we can harvest here in Florida. In fact, there's a lot of them that we can harvest here. There's a lot of shark species, and mako, as an example, is a pretty good eating shark, actually. As far as sharks go, it's got good meat, and it's a pretty good, tasty fish. Some liken it to swordfish, actually. So it's a good eating fish. But I'm just not in a mindset where I want to be catching sharks. I don't have any kind of like macho drive where I want to catch a shark to show that I'm a man or whatever. I don't, I catch fish just to eat now. I'm not catching fish just for the fun of it. So, so no, I'm not fishing for sharks. And some sharks are protected, but a lot of them are not. So, living just outside San Diego, New Jersey, taking people Mako shark fishing. Yeah, it's captain's license and a very big boat. Yep, a lot of people do that. So, if you want to be here, then go. We don't allow trolls. There you go. Yep, absolutely. Thank you for that, Andy. Get it. Whole shot. Yep, Andy's on it, man. I don't know this channel. I was just asking a question. All right. Well, I didn't see what your question was, but him and Carl are best friends for life. Now, wrong Frank, Hank. Wrong Frank. It's about, okay. Thanks for your knowledge. Okay. Alright, well, in any event, guys, so, my beer for the evening, guys. So, cheers to all of you guys. Oh, man, good stuff. Very, very good stuff. So, anyhow, for those of you guys that are interested, again, we're doing a fundraiser hat and a t-shirt. $5 enter in. I'll draw on Sunday. I will draw a name, and that person will get a hat and or t-shirt, depending on what their preference is. But we're going to draw for both. We're going to give away both a hat and a t-shirt. So go ahead and jump in on there. $5 to get a hat or a t-shirt. Oh, love that sound. Yep, I do too. Patreon link they are posting isn't working. That's because it's not Patreon, Evil. It's PayPal. It's not a Patreon link. It's a PayPal link. Where are you at the moment? I am in Marathon, Florida. That's where I am. So, and it is, Evil, it is working because donations are coming in. People are entering left and right. So, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. It's PayPal, not a Patreon link. So, that may be your issue. So, anyhow, so that was the day. We got up early, took the dog for a nice long walk. We updated the apps on my phone for my DJI Phantom 4. So hopefully we can fly the drone finally tomorrow. I can't tell you how pissed off I was this morning. I was like, you know, I got the drone out, got the batteries charged up, got the iPad charged up, put the blades on it, got the batteries in, turned it on, and you know, it all seemed like it was working. I pulled up the iPad, hit the button for the DJI app, and all it said was waiting. I was like, oh really, you stupid piece of crap, waiting? And that's all it'll do. It will not use a cellular network to update the program. I've got to get someplace where I have Wi-Fi. So I had to get back in the dinghy, go back ashore, and go into the office where they have Wi-Fi, and then I could update it. So, but I did update it. It is ready to go now. It is working. I tested it a little bit ago. So hopefully tomorrow we'll fly the drone. We did put out shrimp traps. Went for a big long walk today. Found a really cool hat for the fundraiser. I think that's a really cool hat. It says Florida Keys on it. Very flowery, very pretty. I think it's a beautiful hat. I mean, I would wear this hat, but you know, then again, I guess some of you people are thinking this is a woman's hat. I don't think it's a woman's hat at all. I think if you got a pair hanging there, then you know, you wouldn't be worrying about it. But I like the hat, so if nobody else wants it, I'll keep the hat. But I like that hat, so. Link is good. Okay, thanks, man. It's working. All right, good deal. We changed the journey now from adventure. How does a super chat work? Super chat works just fine, Hank. Super chat works just fine, although I would prefer people donate through PayPal, as we don't lose as much of a percentage to fees that we do through super chat with YouTube. So go ahead my account number info so I can use them until my patron card gets here. Evil, I don't know why you seem to have such an issue with this. You don't need to have a card. Google doesn't need to have anything. It has nothing to do with Patreon. You just go to PayPal and do it through PayPal. So I don't know why you have an issue, but it is working. So you want the hat. Okay, well, jump in there and make your donation and enter to win. So goes with the purple shirt, good taste. Okay. Shirt is mucho, the hat not so much. Okay, well, I'd say it's more red. Yeah, I don't know how good the lights come up. It's not red at all. The shirt's kind of, if you're talking about the shirt, it's kind of like a light blue, like a light sky blue kind of color, and yeah, I guess there's some of that color in the flowers, so you could wear this hat with that shirt, I guess. I'm not a fashion person, people. I don't really care what I look like when I go out, to be honest with you. Unless I'm going out and seeing a real estate client, I don't like, you know, make sure that my hat matches my shirt, or I don't do that, you know. 8 years up in Alaska. Alaskans are the worst dressed people in the world. Actually, they did a survey of the which states were the best dressed states and which states were the worst dressed states. And Alaska was very much at the bottom of the list by quite a margin. The worst dressed state in the United States. You know what? In Alaska, we're more concerned with comfort, but more importantly, warmth. It had to be warm. So that's what they concentrated on there, not whether or not the colors matched or it looked like anything in particular. So. But you know, if you guys want a different shirt or something, I can, you know, whoever wins, I'll tell you what, whoever wins the shirt, if you want a different shirt, I will go to the shirt store and I will live stream me at the shirt store, and we can go through and pick out a particular shirt that you might like. How would that be? Would that be okay with you guys? Because I had a bunch of different types of shirts there, different sayings and stuff on them. So whoever wins the shirt, I will take you to the store, I will live stream from the store, and you can pick out whatever shirt that they have there on that table with your size, whatever. So, anyhow. Do you mean a different shirt? Okay. Different, okay. I thought you meant what you were wearing, my bad. No, not what I'm wearing. No, I have these over here. How would you describe Marathon? What type of town? Oh, Marathon's a great little town, man. I really like Marathon. What type of town? Marathon is very much sort of a blue-collar kind of community. You know, it's a nice community, but it's very much just sort of a blue-collar kind of community. A lot of really nice high-end homes here, vacation rental type properties, and just, you know, secondary homes, that kind of stuff. But it's, you know, it's just a real good, well-rounded town. It'd be a good place to raise a family. It's a good place to come down to vacation to. Great little town. I really like Marathon. So, but that's just me. So. Oh, my fault. It's obvious. Okay, it's a mystery. Okay, super chat for cannonballs off the ship. Okay. Hank was a troll, and I suspect you are too. Yep, probably. Will the store let you stream? I don't think they would have a problem, especially if I'm streaming so somebody can pick out a t-shirt. I can't see why the store would have a problem with that. I Google Marathon Lady, and it seems to be a fishing vessel used for charter. Yes, Seamus, Marathon Lady is a fishing vessel used for charter. That's what Marathon Lady is. And that's where I bought that red hat from, was from that boat. And if you want that specific hat, I can get that particular hat for you, whoever wins. If you prefer that Marathon Lady hat, I'm just going to have to jump in a taxi to go over there and get it. No, actually, I don't. I take that back. I don't have to jump in a taxi to go get that. I just have to go a long way with my dinghy. No, I'll take a taxi. That'd be crazy to ride my dinghy all the way over there and back. It's all the way at the other end of the island. So, lots of troll entertainment tonight. Yeah, Marie, unfortunately, you always run into that. So, hey, Jared, how you doing, man? Good to see you here. So, anyhow, so that was kind of where we were at, kids. We had a good day. I'm excited to see what kind of shrimp we get. I don't, the way that trap's designed, I'm not going to get any crab or lobster, or I don't even think any fish in it, unless they're really small fish. Because the openings on the side, they go through a ring about that big. So it'd have to be a pretty small sized critter to get in there, but I'm really excited to see if I can get some shrimp. I think that'd be really cool. Not to mention, I love eating shrimp. I mean, they're one of my favorite foods, so if I can use a shrimp trap and catch a regular supply of shrimp all the time, that ain't bad, kids. You know, that ain't bad. So the next thing I need to figure out is places where I can go snorkeling. Big problem for me is being able to get back in the dinghy. Not easy when you're as obese as I am, but I want to see if I can find some places to go snorkeling so I can do some lobstering, because I'm also allowed to keep lobster. Lobster season is open right now, so I could go lobstering too. So we'll have to see. The shirt's fine. Oh, I good to know that. Is a fish a critter? Well, yeah, a fish could be a critter, so I guess. Any number of things could be a critter. So we'll have to see. Anyhow, so that's kind of it today. Sunday, don't forget, Sunday morning we're going to be live streaming the Cruiser's Net here at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. I tried doing that the other day. I think it came out fairly well. I had some technical issues at the beginning, but after that it worked out pretty good. But you guys will be able to listen in and get a hear of what the Cruiser's Net is like, and get caught up with everything going on here in the harbor. Sundays is usually a more humorous one than others, because Diesel Don is the guy who moderates it, and he's just a really good guy. Really good guy. Really, really good guy. Very nice, generous guy. You know, they had that fundraiser here the other day where they were raising money for bicycles, to make bicycles and donate them to kids here in the community. And they raised like $1,700 in that fundraiser with an auction, live auction and stuff. And out of that $1,700, I understand like $600 or $700 of that was Diesel Don himself. So in fact, I know he bought a bicycle for like $150 and donated it right back so they could donate it again, auction it again. So anyhow, really cool guy. So there's a reef 5 miles out. Yeah, Bubba, there is. There is. I do not have a spear gun. I do have a sling. I do have a sling. So, all right. Well, with all that said, we will, I guess, just kind of go from there. So, oh Christ, these people are harassing again and being difficult. So, I just don't have patience for that nonsense anymore. Anyhow, kids, looks like we pretty much shot a whole nother hour. Tomorrow will be exciting to see whether we got any shrimp in the shrimp trap. Looking forward to that. Going to do some fishing, hopefully tomorrow afternoon. Going to go do some fishing and see how that works out. And then we're just going to take things one step at a time from there and see how things go, kids. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and end this here, unless you guys have anything in particular you want to talk about. Thursday night football. Oh, tonight? Yeah, that's right. Today is Thursday night, isn't it? Okay. I don't have TV, so I don't get to watch football anymore. So, I've been putting the snapping turtles in a cooler with room temperature water. Okay, I have no idea how to keep snapping turtles alive. So, shrimp are really lean and good protein. They are, Jeffrey, and they taste wonderful. So, but if you can go out at first light. Johnny, actually, I'm always out at first light. I take Lily ashore for her morning walk at first light. But the fishing, the fishing app is showing that the fishing isn't going to be really good at first light. The fishing is going to be good at last light tomorrow. So I learned a long time ago to listen to those apps. So I'll go tomorrow evening then. So good game tonight. Amazon Prime has it. Yeah, guys, I can't watch on Amazon Prime. It eats up too much of my data that I have available. And right now I need a lot of data. Not only am I maxing it out on doing my live stream all the time, but I also have my real estate work that's now kicking in and taking much more bandwidth and time, and so I have to be very careful how I spend. So I'm not watching anything on TV unless it's on my free app. If I can watch it for free and not burn up minutes, that's fine, but no more Amazon Prime at all for me. So it is just the way it is for right now. So a Chiefs are playing. Okay. Carl will take Lily a little later when there are more luscious babes to meet. Yeah, maybe so, Don. Lily is a chick magnet. Well, she certainly was in that case. Yeah, the lady did stop to pet Lily this morning, and that's how we met. So Miss Lily is absolutely a chick magnet, no doubt about it. So just is what it is. But all right, kids. Anyhow, let's go ahead and pull the plug on this. Remember, if you want to jump in on the on the auction, we have a hat and a T-shirt, $5 to enter. Hit the PayPal up to enter for those, and hopefully you'll win a hat or a T-shirt, depending on which one you want to take a chance on. So anyhow, yep, there's the PayPal information. Go ahead and hit that up. So with that said, kids, be good, be careful, take good care of one another, and we will have more for you in the morning. Good night, everybody. We'll see you then.